Hey, welcome to the second video of the review series of the Freedom Builder Bootcamp course, which is a course that is aimed at helping those who would like to start selling on Amazon or those who are already selling on Amazon but would like to get extra guidance and extra knowledge. Maybe you're feeling that you still haven't understood much from your previous course, or you just generally need more guidance but you're already selling. That's also for you. But in this video, it's the second video in the series. I'm going to walk you through all the modules of this course step by step, and I'm going to walk you through all the lessons. I'm going to explain to you exactly what you're going to learn. All right, as you can see, all of the lessons, all of the kind of modules we're going to go through. As you can see, I've completed 72% of the course, but actually that's a fully complete course. I just kind of didn't finish I didn't watch all the bonus live coaching sessions. By the way, with this course, you are getting every month one live coaching session with either Greg Mercer, which I'm going to mention in a second, or his partner. So this is the second video in the series. In the first video, I kind of talked more about, broad about this course, like what it's all about, who created it, why you need a course, why you don't need a course on Amazon, depends. So that was video number one, going to be linked down in the description for you and as well as in the end of this video. But just in a nutshell for you now, Freedom Builder Bootcamp, as I mentioned, for those who would like to start selling Amazon or for those who are already selling and need extra guidance, by Greg Mercer, who's an 8-figure Amazon seller and the creator of Jungle Scout, which is kind of the platform that's kind of attached to this course. Most of the things that are happening in this course are taught through this platform. It's software for Amazon FBA sellers, 8-figure seller. For those who are like not sure what's going on, like who this Greg is, like Amazon FBA, I'm not too sure. I've heard about this course maybe, but too sure what's going on. So there's going to be a link down in the description for a free training by Greg Mercer, this guy that I've just mentioned. And he's going to talk to you about how to build a profitable business by leveraging the power of Amazon. So that's more for those who would like to start selling on Amazon. But even those who, as I mentioned, already started but are looking for more guidance. So here it's going to be good for you as well. But here you are going to learn my 3-step, that's Greg's 3-step foolproof formula for building and scaling a physical products business on the world's largest e-commerce platform, Amazon. So if you're someone that's like not too sure, Amazon, Shmamazon, I've heard about it, what's going on, this webinar is going to be great for you. His foolproof formula for building a physical product business, also the most common mistakes people make with selling on Amazon and how to avoid them. I think that's also very important because you don't want to make mistakes that are kind of simple, it might seem, and he mentions these mistakes, so don't make them. Also good for those who are already selling, and how to automate all aspects of your business. That's also good to free up your time and just to make the business more systematic. All right, that also can help you have actually a better business. So who's Greg? You can read, you can stop the video if you would like. Also, for those who are interested in this course, I'm gonna have some bonuses down in the description for you. There's gonna be a whole page with bonuses that I can provide you with and some value. And also another page of value and bonuses that you can choose from. This is a summer sale, so this page is gonna end in the summer. Although if you're watching after this, I'll make sure to update it for the current offer. And my name is Vova Evans, seller on Amazon since late 2016, still actively selling in the trenches. Good to meet you if you're coming back from that video. And if you are first time seeing me, it's great to meet you. And let's start. So let's go through all the things here. So how does it work? What are you seeing here? So this is the way the course is built. On the left, you're gonna have your name and the percentage you've completed, right? And the name of the course. On the right, you're gonna have the screen where you're gonna see all the video. Now, what are you gonna see? You're gonna see obviously what's on the left, the lessons, right? And there's gonna be an option to play the video. Let me just show you.
Welcome to the Freedom Builder Bootcamp.
Welcome, yeah.
I am very happy to have you here.
That was exciting, right? That's a good way to start a course, right? So that's the way that the video is going to be here. You can choose the quality, right? There's up to 1080p, which is very good quality. You have closed captions in English and Chinese. So, ni hao, my friend, if you're from China, and you have closed captions, that's very nice, and in English too. I have some of our viewers are deaf as well, and they talk to me and approached and say like they appreciate me adding closed captions. I'm trying to edit to all my videos, but for some reasons I'm not able to. Mostly I try. But even for those who just wanna read along, maybe your English is not your first lesson, you're gonna have closed captions, right? English and Chinese. It's very important to know, I think, right? You can watch it in full screen. It's very nice. You know, you grab some drink, you grab your favorite food maybe, and just watch. I like watching courses in this way. Like that's the way it looks. You have the length of the lesson here and the downloads for this specific lesson. So that's a PDF like that talks about this lesson kind of in a nutshell, right? But I would recommend you generally enjoy watching the videos from beginning to end. Then there's the first video. Welcome to the Freedom Builder Bootcamp. Greg is going to explain to you how to kind of go through the course and his best way to approach his course, right? That's the first one. Then we're starting module number 1, getting started and business setup. So first lesson is the Amazon opportunity, just to motivate you more, to explain to you how big this market is, how growing it is. I mean, you can go now to Google and check out Amazon. You can check Amazon stock. Not that I'm someone that understands in stock, but I'm a seller since late 2016 and things are going well on this platform. That doesn't mean that you're going to be successful straight away, open with you. It's a business and it's not easy, but if you feel like someone that is capable of doing things, you want to do great things, you want to perhaps change your life and do something, then this might be for you. As I mentioned, my goal here is to explain to you if it's for you or not. Next one is Amazon business models. So which kind of models are there for Amazon? Like there's wholesale, dropshipping, private label, and many different like arbitrage, online arbitrage, retail arbitrage, many names, different names. We are focusing here, and Greg is focusing on the private label. And that's also what I'm doing on Amazon, private label, right? That's the way that we're selling products. Private label essentially means, for example, let's say, look at this JBL speaker here, right? That's their label for a speaker. So what you can do is, usually with private label, we're going to be talking about that in the next module here, product research, but essentially you're finding a niche, right? You're finding a market and you're improving them and you're creating essentially your own brand, right? It's not just only stamping a logo, that's more than that. We're going to be talking about that, but that's private label. You're making your own label of products. I think it's also more fun, and rather than, which also is a great way to make money, like for example, arbitrage, like online arbitrage, where you can buy products of other brands and sell them in different marketplaces. For example, you buy for cheaper on Walmart and then you bring this merchandise to Amazon physically. It's not drop shipping. It's actually, you can buy it on one marketplace and sell it on the other, but usually you do it with brands of other people, right? But you can make a lot of money with this. Drop shipping is more like when you have, for example, your own website. It can be done on Amazon as well. I've never done it. I've done only private label, but for example, you have your own website for your speakers, right? And then you, on your website, you're promoting a specific kind of speaker, right? Not necessarily your kind of speaker, right? For example, of another company. But instead of, as an arbitrage, you buy the product, it comes to you maybe in a like some amount, maybe 10 speakers, right? So let's say you buy 10 speakers on Walmart, you ship them to maybe your prep center or your own house, you relabel them and send them to Amazon, right? But with drop shipping, essentially you have your own, for example, website, somebody buys from you and you buy from maybe from Walmart and send it to the customer, right? That's drop shipping in a nutshell, of course. And that's another way to do a business model. We're concentrating on private label. So lesson 3, what you need to be successful, some motivation and why Greg thinks that there are things that are making sellers successful, other things that don't make them successful. Very nice lesson. I really enjoyed it. There are some patterns for those who are successful. So he's going to talk about that. Setting up your business in Seller Central account. That's pretty much it. To set up your business, things like LLC, EIN, you're going to hear this kind of jargon there. So how to do this, how to set up your business. This is aimed mainly at US people, but there's like live outside of the US, how to set up an Amazon Seller Central account. So that's for those who live outside the US. Now, I'll tell you something. And because I'm in the sphere for a while, also in the teaching sphere, many people from different countries approach, and I recommend you checking with your own kind of Amazon groups from your own country. For example, if you're coming from Russia or if you're coming from Mongolia, maybe. Not sure how many Amazon sellers there are in Mongolia, but I would assume there are some. Or maybe if you're coming from Spain, find groups of people who sell from your country and ask them about the process, because it might differ from country to country. Be aware from that or of that, but he gives you some ideas of how to do it, right? But it might again vary from country to country. Next, Seller Central overview. Seller Central is like the, let me quickly show you. It's the way that you're gonna see your dashboard as an Amazon seller, right? So Greg is gonna show you his kind of dashboard, right, from their real brand, which is pretty cool to see. Many times Amazon sellers, on YouTube at least, don't share their products. I can understand why, but they kind of show it here and you can follow along. That's pretty cool in my opinion. So that's, we're talking Seller Central overview. Just what is it, like which areas there are, because it's pretty big, as you can see, right? Look at that, so many things. Like for me, it is so like it's like part of me at this point, because I started in late 2016. It's been a while, right? I'm still actively selling, but you can see there's so many things here, and he's gonna kind of at least talk about the main things, right? And so yeah, that's Seller Central overview, right? Let's go back to this beautiful thing here. Then there's getting started in business setup recap. So there's a kind of recap of this course, pretty nice, of this kind of module, I mean. And there's also live coaching sessions for each module. So for example, in this live coaching session, right, Greg is going to answer some of the questions that you have, or other friends that are, in the Freedom Builder Bootcamp course, right? They ask questions and Greg is answering them. So how do I change my current Amazon Pro account to LLC? Do I need to register for what? Very interesting beginner like questions, or more advanced questions. Usually it's more beginner. And again, if the module talks about getting started in business setup, the questions are going to be from this kind of sphere, but sometimes people might ask something different, right, in the same thing, but usually it's aimed at that same like title here, getting started, for example, right? Let's continue. So module number 2, product research, right? So what is product research? On Amazon, we're going to be searching for products to sell, right? You got to understand which product is good, which product is not good. Not every product is good to sell on Amazon, right? Not every niche is going to be good for a beginner. So what makes a successful product to sell on Amazon? Greg is going to talk about that, like what makes a successful product? Which niches should you look into? Which niches you should avoid as a beginner? For example, like glass products or electronic products are a bit more hard niches, especially for beginners. A lot of returns might happen there. There might be a little problem with quality control, and for an electronic product, that's not good. But if you're selling a more simple product like a wooden figurine or something, that usually doesn't break too much. It might though, still, right? We're gonna talk about that in another section, which is called like product inspections, to inspect the product you created. But what makes a successful product to sell on Amazon? Again, we're talking private label. Best categories to sell in. So there's some categories that are not as good, maybe like video games. You might sell video games in a way, but yeah, some are not as good. Or musical instruments. Yeah, that might be things that might be good products there, but maybe it's a category to avoid. So he's going to explain to you what are the best categories. Let's see next. A real life demo using the product database. Product database is part of Jungle Scout, a kind of a way to find products, right? Jungle Scout, again, as I mentioned, is the software that's connected to this course, right? And if you're interested in checking out what Jungle Scout is, again, I'm going to have this exclusive offer, which kind of has the master bundle, which kind of has inside the Jungle Scout course, but there are different other, like, I would say, ways to get Jungle Scout itself. But again, if you're interested in the course, then what's cool about the bonus offers that I have for you is that with your course, you also get the software. That's something special that I can provide you with. So he's going to show you how to use the product research opportunity finder in order to find products. So there's a way to use the software to find products, because in their database, they have like millions of products. And from this database, you can pull out specific products. All right. So that's the opportunity finder. Let me show you how it looks here, just to kind of, make it more real for you. And so you can just understand actually that it's here. He's going to explain to you how to read all the graphs here, what is it all about, what to look at, how to use the Chrome extension by Jungle Scout. By the way, I have a full video for this on this channel, how to use it. Pretty cool video in my opinion. Gonna do this step by step. So he's going to show you how to find products with Opportunity Finder, then how to find products, for database and Opportunity Finder. So Opportunity Finder and database are like two ways to find products on Jungle Scout. So he's going to show you both of them, right? Both database and the Opportunity Finder. I kind of jumped to the next one. So, he's going to show you all these things. Then product research continued. And also in this process, he's going to also pick products that he thinks are good. That's what's pretty nice about this course. And then based on that, he's going to continue to show you other processes in all the course. So then narrowing your product ideas, that's lesson number 6, right? Product research continued number 5. 6 is narrowing your product ideas. So how do you narrow? Maybe you find like 5, 6, 7 products. How do you narrow them down, right? Maybe by criteria. Maybe this product is too saturated. Let's see how we can understand that and remove it, right? That's what's going to show you. Checking for patents, right? The lesson number 7 here. Checking for patents. Like some products might seem pretty good with good numbers. I'm on the left upper side here checking for patents, but there's a patent for this. Somebody patented this product, and it means that only they can sell this product, and then you can't do much about it. So how to understand if it's a patent or not, pretty good lesson. Discovering product improvements, lesson number 8. Usually when we enter a market, we want to improve the product. For example, with JBL, like that's in my opinion, I'm far from, this is like a more high ticket product. I mean, what is that, like $70, $80? My products sell between, let's say, $13 to $30, right? And that's more high ticket. But how can you improve it, right? If you're entering this market, maybe you can improve on the sound, maybe on the waterproofness of it, right? Maybe you can add some nice colors to it. So that's discovering product improvements, how you can improve products. So he's gonna share his ideas with you on how to improve products. Next one is product research recap, right? So you're gonna recap the lesson. And there's a lot here. Like this course generally is like over 30 hours, right? So it will take time to finish it and to understand, but generally all the process and understanding of how it all works is in here, I gotta say, right? And it's a step by step. So after we find the product, right, there's gonna be product sourcing and final product selection, module number 3. So where do you source your product? A common question. You're like, Vova, we have the product we found, where do we get it? Well, he's gonna show and explain to you how to get it and where to get it. So sourcing your product, lesson number 1, just like an overview. Finding suppliers on different places, such as Alibaba is an option, 1688. There are different marketplaces like Global Sources. There's Indian marketplaces, which we're gonna touch in a second, but where to find it, he's gonna explain to you how to find it, how to outreach, how to talk to them, right? If you just say, hey, what's up? I'm interested in this cool Bluetooth, like a speaker. Can you let me know if you have some for sale? Maybe that's what you type in. And maybe you're thinking, is it even real? Yes, some people don't know that you need to have like some practices for outreaching to kind of show authority, right? So you're gonna share some templates with you as well on how to outreach to suppliers. Maybe that's a bit funny, but that's true. So what are the best practices? Also, you're dealing with maybe Chinese people. Like I source from China. You gotta understand their culture, which is one of the next lessons, right? So then calculating profitability. That's interesting because sometimes you might miss on different things when calculating profitability. Don't miss on them because it might cost you money, right? It might cost you headaches. Just he's gonna explain to you how to calculate profitability, right? Where to look at. And then lesson number 5, attending trade shows. With all the pandemic stuff, it went kind of online, but I do hope that we're gonna get back to that. I've never went to a trade show. I would love to go to a trade show to kind of, meet other Amazon sellers, just have fun, go clubbing after this or something in China. That would be super awesome. But for now, it's not possible. But he explains to you about trade shows, what to look for, what to avoid, how to even approach a trade show. They're so huge, they're big, these trade shows. How do you know where to go, right? How to prepare? Lesson number 6, understanding Chinese culture. So, China is China. Like, have you ever spoken to Chinese people? Cool people, right? But if you understand their culture better, maybe you can make better business with them. So he's gonna explain to you, like, you gotta be polite with Chinese people. With any person, you gotta be polite, in my opinion. But definitely with Chinese, when you're talking to them, right? They have their own way of talking. So he's gonna explain to you what is their way of talking, how to understand them, how to make them understand you. Right? 7, sourcing from outside China. I've never sourced from outside China, to be honest, but there's a way to source from any country. Maybe you're living in, for example, in Pakistan. And in Pakistan, there's an option to source something specific that's only there, right? And has high quality of this. So you can not go far from your home. Or maybe you're from India and you're like, yeah, I'm living here in Kashmir or in, because I thought of the wool, Kashmiri wool, I think it's called, or in Pushkar in Rajasthan. In Pushkar, Rajasthan, there are like some beautiful kind of wool or something. I don't remember exactly how you call it, but like different things. So just open your horizons. Maybe in your country, there's an option, but sourcing from outside China, again, it depends. There are different markets. You can find online some markets for sourcing, but again, I've only used China. Evaluating replies and ordering samples. So you're gonna get replies from these suppliers. Sometimes they're not going to be too good. Maybe some supplier won't have a good way of communication. Maybe you need to look at that and not to work with him. Or other way, vice versa. Maybe he's talking great, he's answering fast. What to look at in order to find a great supplier. Evaluating samples, right? What we do when we kind of decide on a product, we are going to order some samples. How do we understand if this sample is better than the other? How to play with a sample? Usually, just logic, if it's a speaker, you're going to try to do everything that a customer of this product would do with this product, all right? But even in an extreme way. So you might even drop it. I'm not going to do that. I don't want to lose my JBL. I love it, in fact. Do you understand what I'm saying? So that's evaluating examples. Then final product selection, right? So how do you select from all the products that you've accumulated in your list? Maybe you need to look at things. Maybe you've been following a few products, right, over a few weeks, and some product just for some reason died out. Or you can see that a very big brand came in, right? How do you choose? How do you choose? Based on what? You're going to be explaining the product selection. And then creating a purchase order. Greg is going to explain to you how to create a purchase order of your product in a safe way. Right? Because sometimes people are like, I'm not sure, how do I pay? Or for example, on Alibaba, you're secure, right? When you're making your payment. Right? If something does not go right with your order, you might get money back, or might, depends. If it's like a pure contract, then for example, you ordered like stainless steel, maybe forks, and you've gotten plastic ones, for example, then you are eligible to get your money back, and stuff like that. So that's kind of how to create purchase order, but in a safe way. He's gonna explain to you. Again, live coaching session for this specific module. Module number 4, packaging, branding, and Amazon brand registry. So we're gonna package our products, right? The JBL comes in a really nice package. Like, I'm not sure if I have it here, right? But just maybe you look around you have a package or something, right? How to create a good package, how to create a package that is gonna be appealing to the eyes of your customers, because they can feel the product. At least now, maybe in some close future, it's gonna be a hologram that's gonna be even like you can touch it. It's gonna be crazy, or with smells or something. Let me know if you're from the future, right? Maybe drop a like if you're from the future, and even if you're from the present, I would appreciate a like. But let's start. So lesson number 5, branding and packaging. He's gonna explain to you generally what does branding mean. Like, do you know that with branding you can stand out, right? So if you just buy another of these speakers, right, or bring one more to the market, and you just have a few basic photos, no colors, no logo, nothing, no buttons like here, right? You just have like a blank product with no name. They even have a name here, Flip 5. When products get names, it kind of makes them special, right? That's Flip 5. Yeah, I like my Flip 5. It's not just Bluetooth speaker. You know, I can say, yeah, I bought a Flip 5. You know, it's working well. Just for example, you know, there's this, you see this thingy here. So that's one of the things that are branding. Branding is even more than that. Branding is like values of your brand, like what your brand stands for. So he's gonna explain all this to you, but also about packaging. He's gonna show you examples of how they package their product. Trademarks, right? So that's something else, but brand names and branding. So I just want to see if maybe that's another lesson where he shows his product, how they packed it, right? He's gonna show it to you in real examples, right? But that's essentially the beginning here. And then brand names and branding, how to choose your brand name, all right, for your brand. So for example, I'm selling products in the barbecue sphere, and actually, I don't have a brand name that is too much barbecue-ish, but for example, I have like brands that are big. Alpha Grillers, right? That's a brand name that stands out and it talks to a specific audience. Like, I want to be an Alpha Griller. Like, I want to grab my, you know, whatever I want to cook and go prepare it because I'm an Alpha Griller. That's just a brand name gives you very big way to stand out, right? Alpha Grillers, right? Or there is Grill Art, right? Art, grill is, like, do you hear that? And not just grill cover. I mean, that could be a brand name, right? Like, but like, this is the product name. But you understand, like, how to choose your brand name. Maybe in a baby niche, you know, you want to sell like baby beds, if there's such a thing, you know, like maybe, you know, baby comfort might be your brand name, for example. You see what I'm saying? So that's more deep way to think of brand names. So UPC codes and FNSQ, that's lesson number 3. That's more about the packaging. So there are different codes, barcodes you need to put in the product, something very big that sellers ask, or those who want to start. I can understand so many people. What is the FNSQ? What is UPC? Where do I stick it? Where do I get it? Everything is explained here. The next one is creating packaging and packaging requirements. So there are different requirements for the packaging. Like Amazon has different requirements actually for the packaging, how big it should be, how small, different sizes of it. One might be oversized size, and for which you'll pay more Amazon fees. It might be a smaller package that you can put your product in, what you can have on it, what you can have on it. You must have, like, maybe if you're bringing product from China, you must have a made in China and stuff like that. Lesson number 5, Amazon brand registry. So he's gonna talk about the perks of Amazon brand registry. Essentially, brand registry gives you more perks on Amazon, like addition to your listing, A+ content, or enhanced brand content, it's called. Video, maybe video you can put your listing now without a brand, but you have brand analytics as well, which gives you more options for making better keyword research decisions and product research decisions actually. So it's good to register your brand. He explains how to do it and what it's all about. Applying for a trademark, so how to get a trademark. There's a faster way to register your brand on Amazon these days called the IP Accelerator, and you can also during that process create a trademark. Usually it takes like 9 months around this time-ish. Next is the live coaching session. So that's the packaging. I just want to see if I can find for you the product just to show you the packaging. You see? So for example, he shows you the packages here. You see, that's Greg with a package, right? He shows you like, you see little packages, what to put on them. That's really cool, right? Like you can actually see it from the inside. My opinion is pretty cool. But again, if you're interested in this course, see what it's all about, like different bonuses, I have in the description that webinar for you if you want to go through it, where you can just understand what the hell Amazon is all about and avoid some mistakes that he shares, or other bonuses that I have for you down in the description of this course. By the way, I forgot to mention that's an affiliate link, means that if you ever invest in Jungle Scout through my link, I'm gonna get a little commission from that at no extra cost to you, but in this way you'll be able to support my free content, for which I'm really grateful. But even if you don't do that through me, I still want to help you understand if this course is not for you or if it is for you. So let's continue. So that's essentially it. We went through the module number 5. Module number 5 is shipping, right? So essentially you are going to ship your product to Amazon, right? So that means you gotta somehow get it from China, for example, to Amazon. So how does it work? So you've created your product. Maybe you've created some speakers. I don't really recommend you getting into that market as a beginner, especially. Although if you have some cool idea or something, up to you, but you gotta ship them, say from China to United States. How do you do that? How does it even work? What is shipping? So you gotta ship it, maybe in an airplane, maybe through sea shipping with a ship, or maybe you can send on a train. I've never done that, but you can send things on trains as well. So how does it work? He's gonna explain it to you. Like for example, as you can see here, air courier, freight forwarder. So, you know, like what are different types of shipping there are, right? That's a pretty good lesson here by Greg Mercer, as you can see, right? Let's go back. It's kind of, I'm trying to balance here. No. Product inspection, lesson number 2. So we created our product, right? We gotta inspect the product, because otherwise we might have some damaged products. That happens from maybe 1,000 we've created, and I had this in my business, like maybe 100 products are gonna be broken. Not on you, hopefully that's never gonna happen to you, but you're gonna inspect. If you inspect, then you can avoid this. You can say, hey, we've inspected the product, and here we found some products, can you replace them for us? So usually there's also an internal inspection of the factory, but not necessarily. And I still, myself, after my experience in Amazon, I would recommend you to actually inspect your products. And then using freight forwarders, right? So how do you kind of work with those who can help you ship the products, right? You can contact different companies that can help you get your product from point number 1 to point number 2, where to get them, how to talk to them, when is it recommended to use a freight forwarder, maybe when you can use your supplier to help you ship your product. It's all explained. Lesson number 4, very big thing, and something that kind of brings many sellers to like a moment they're like, I'm not sure how to do that. That's creating a shipment. He's going to show you step by step where to click and what to do in order to create a shipment. What does it mean create a shipment? So for example, you've added or you've invested in 1,000 of these, again, not recommend you too much, but Bluetooth, like special brand of Bluetooth like speakers you've created. Now you need to send them to Amazon. So you gotta notify Amazon that you're sending it to their warehouse. So inside the Seller Central, you're gonna have to create special labels that you will then put on the cartons where your Bluetooth speakers are gonna be stored. So when they get to Amazon, they can scan them and they can understand, all right, that's coming from that dear seller, whatever your name is, and we can start selling. So that's something that's going to be explained. Live coaching session, of course. Module number 6, listing creation. So what is a listing? Listing on Amazon is, well, essentially how your product looks, right? When you go on Amazon, like there's the listing. That means like there's the page of the product. Let's see. For example, you see there's this like hooded baby towel. So how does it look from the inside, right? Let me show you. So he's going to explain to you where the title is, what are the pictures, what are bullet points, what do they even mean, right? That's very important to understand, because that's how your product is going to look. Oh, not exactly like this. You can have your own product, but a whole lesson dedicated to creating your listing, like just understanding what listing is. Then lesson number 2, keyword research, right? How to do keyword research, how to find the right keywords for your product. So for example, going back to the Bluetooth speaker, portable Bluetooth speaker with a light, waterproof Bluetooth speakers, small Bluetooth speaker, long charge, etc., etc. Big pool of keywords. So we gotta find these keywords. So then we can put them inside our listing, your listing, so you can appear in more places, so more customers can see you and hopefully buy more from you. What I wish you is more sales. So keyword research, how to do that. Lesson number 3, creating an optimized listing. So how to create a listing that actually converts, because You can have a listing where there's one picture of a boring Bluetooth speaker or an awesome Bluetooth speaker, with a guy who's like enjoying his music, and there's a video like bam, 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 like I'm going crazy here. But like, you know what I mean? So that's it. Actually, that's in the, maybe you even felt the energy. So you can transfer energy through your listing, through pictures and video. And it's very powerful if you do it in the right way, if you know how to tap into emotions of your buyers. So it's all explained here. It's a fun video. I'm enjoying it. Again, if you're enjoying it, like, please drop a like. I'll be really happy. And yeah. Amazon listing images. So now the images, like how can you create images that are more exciting rather than boring images, right? So for example, again, somebody who's for your Bluetooth speaker, somebody who's enjoying it, or maybe a group of friends rather than just a white background image, which is also good, right? Also, you get to show the sizes, etc. He's going to explain to you how to approach it. DIY product photography. It's a lesson with Lenny from Jungle Scout with Greg. They're going to show you how you can do your own photography. Honestly, I would recommend you to outsource it to professionals. But again, if you want to do it at home, it's not too hard to do it at home. Even with a phone, you don't need a camera. Like I'm using a 7C now camera with Sigma 16mm lens, but you don't need that. You can do that with a phone, with a decent phone. And most of the phones, 2021, continuing in the future, are going to be using good cameras. So I think that you can use it. I would again recommend you outsourcing, but they're going to show you how to set it all up. You see, that's Lenny from Jungle Scout with Greg. He's showing you stuff, and they're going to show you how to actually set it all up. He's going to explain to you how to do all this process if you want to do it at home. Maybe you're passionate about photography, so then you can do it alone, right? So DIY product photography. Lesson number 6, how to set up A+ content, enhance brand content. I spoke about it previously, so that's like an addition to your listing with special like images, right? That you can add to your product like this, like these images here, right? That's down in the lower part of the listing. Right? And this is just an extra way to show stuff about your brand, about your product, right? So that's there. And then of course, as usually, there's the live coaching session about this thing. Module number 7, product launch and getting reviews. And that's interesting because when we have our beautiful product, beautiful pictures, we have sourced a good product, we have inspected, we know how to work with a freight forwarder, we know how to put the right like codes, barcodes, and all the stickers, you got it all right. And it's honestly, once you go through it, it's not that hard. It might sound hard in the beginning, like, whoa, I gotta put like FNSKU, and then I need a UPC barcode, and I gotta contact the freight forwarder, I gotta do the product research. It's not that hard, but aside of that, look, you're gonna create a real business, a real asset for yourself. Like, I think it is worth your time and your efforts. It's not for those who wanna get things easily. It's not a get quick scheme, get a rich quick scheme. It is not. Amazon FBA is real business. You gotta put your time, your money, right? Invest your money, and so you know what I mean. Like you gotta. It's not for you gotta give in something. You know, if you want to get something out of it. But then you gotta launch your product and get some reviews. Reviews are these beautiful reviews, like 5 stars on Amazon. So how to get it? So he's gonna share here lesson number 2. Lesson number 1 is like main way like I've presented it to you, but maybe in a bit better way, maybe not as crazy as I do, or maybe it is. It's up to you to check. Lesson number 2, 4 launch strategies to get sales. So just different ways to launch your product to get sales, such as pay-per-click, PPC on Amazon, when you do advertisements of your product, or maybe you can bring traffic from external places to Amazon, maybe traffic from YouTube. So that's just some ways, as you can see, overview. Lesson number 3, launch strategies, promotion inside of Jungle Scout. So there's a way to promote products through Jungle Scout itself, through that software that is shown here in the course. And that's just one way you can do. Like you can kind of promote your product to some kind of pool of buyers that Jungle Scout has. It's a doable thing, right? That's one of their things. Next one is launch strategy PPC. He's going to be talking about pay-per-click, which actually there's a full module, we're going to talk about it in a bit, is how to advertise inside Amazon. And why I think it's good to advertise inside Amazon itself, because the buyers are already trusting Amazon and are very hot. If you're trying to reach buyers on Facebook, for example, yeah, you might reach them out and perfect. You can bring them from Facebook to Amazon, which Amazon really likes, by the way, for ranking your product. But if you're targeting people who are already on the website on Amazon, they're hot to buy. People go on Amazon to buy stuff. You can use ads to hit those people. You can rank your product this way. You can even profit this way. You might also lose money on pay-per-click if not done right. That's why we're gonna have a full module on this kind of thing, right? The next thing is Amazon promotions. How you can use Amazon's own additions like coupons and buy 2 get 10% off coupons, etc., different help from Amazon itself for launch strategies. I really recommend, for example, adding a little coupon, clip coupon we call them. I have like an enjoyment of clicking on clip coupons on websites, and it's proven to be, you see, even now I'm getting more like pumped. I love this little box there, you tick in, you get this $1 off or something. It depends, some, $1,000, well, maybe not, I never bought $1,000 physical product, or actually I did. I bought this camera from the internet, but they didn't have a coupon there, I think. But yeah, so launch strategy is driving outside traffic. So for example, you can drive traffic through YouTube. All right, so for example, if you're launching a product in the barbecue sphere, or you can reach to barbecue bloggers and ask them to promote your product in their videos, to show how to use it, and have a link to your Amazon store so their buyers can buy. And Amazon really likes outside traffic because you're bringing people from outside Amazon to the platform, and they reward you for that with rankings and sales, of course, if you get. Next one is getting reviews. So that's like different ways of running traffic. So where you can find, or how you launch products, where do you get the traffic? Traffic is like people who get inside your listing and hopefully buy. Next one is getting reviews. So there's an overview lesson. Like getting reviews is very important on Amazon. Like you gotta get reviews for your product. Like, and think about yourself when you're buying a product. You're looking at the reviews, right? Online at least. Maybe you're not, but I do look at reviews, and I go through the negative reviews, I go through the positive reviews. But it helps to get more reviews. As when you have like 1,000 reviews versus a product that has like 2 reviews, probably you're gonna, at least maybe you're gonna buy the 2 reviews, but many chances, if it's kind of the same nature of the product, you probably will buy the 1,000 one. So how do you get them? How do you get these reviews? How do you get more of them? So there's one thing is wine, which is like a way of Amazon to help you to get reviews. You're gonna send product to wine customers. These are like specific customers that will review your product. It costs money, by the way. Next one is early reviewer program. By the way, it's not working already. They canceled it as of today. Maybe you're gonna bring it back, but it's just like a program that used to be on Amazon where you can just like apply for it and get like few early reviews. Like people would buy your product and randomly they might get a message from Amazon, hey, like, do you want to review this product, and get like $3 if I'm not sure. So like an honest review, of course, and that is no more with us. Getting reviews with follow-up emails. So you can set up emails also in Jungle Scout itself that will be automatically sent to people that bought your product. And with value, maybe they bought a product from you, like Bluetooth speaker, and you're gonna have like a little PDF with like how to use it or stuff like that. So that might be added to an email, or an email asking for a review as well, right? So that's something you can automatically set up, like set it and forget it. Like you set up an email that comes after 5 days after purchase, 10 days and 15 days, all right? For example, they are sent each time automatically after customer purchases product from you, and they deliver value and maybe even ask for a review. Number 11, getting reviews Amazon emails. Amazon emails is a bit different. So there's a special email that Amazon itself sends to the customer, and you can set it up inside Jungle Scout again that will automatically send this email on top of the emails you're already sending. But you can't have 2 emails that are asking for review together. Like you can't do that twice. You can only ask once, and there's an option to automate it inside Jungle Scout. Essentially, what's nice about this email that it's coming from Amazon, right? The other emails are kind of coming from your brand. Here it comes from Amazon, and it's more like a template that Amazon has. So they're going to show you how to essentially set it up. Product inserts, lesson number 12, how to get reviews with inserts. He's going to show you his insert as well. Insert is a little card that you put inside the box, and you provide extra value on this card, but also you can ask for a review. Or even if you are more advanced, you can take people into your list. So for example, you're gonna say, Bluetooth speaker, right? For example, how to use it is gonna be on your insert, but also there's gonna be a little QR code that says, hey, get a 1-year warranty for your speaker, scan here to get it now. All right, they scan it, and then they go to your email list. They go to a landing page where it says like, hey, leave us your email here and your order ID. We're gonna check it and send you the warranty and register it for you, right? But then they're in your email list. You can send them emails that are outside of Amazon as well. That's on a gray hat side, but that's something up to you if you want to do, but that's a nice way to get reviews with product inserts. Also, you got to create your inserts very shiny and very valuable. Like for example, again, it's a Bluetooth speaker. You better provide some instructions, because not all people know that, like what are these, like plus, minus, like infinity, and there's like a triangle here. I don't even know what they do to this day. I just, turn it on, turn on the Bluetooth. I have a maximum volume set up, and I just turn on my phone and I go, bam, bam, bam. Depends on the music I'm listening to. I like hardstyle music for workouts. I like EDM for workouts. I like techno for parties. I mean, I like punk rock generally for life. I've been punk rocker since like I remember myself. Hope you are enjoying music as well. So that was number 7, like module. Number 8, PPC advertising. So in this module, you're gonna learn more in depth about pay-per-click ads. Right, again, that those ads inside of Amazon, I really recommend because the traffic is already hot. So it's a big game, right? There's a lot, right? A lot about PPC, a lot to say about PPC because in any platform, there's a lot. Let me see if we have any. I just want to show you like the how it looks, like how the dashboard looks, right? Maybe let's see keyword research. I'm gonna get to that in a second, but yeah. So for example, as you can see here, that's one of the places where you set up a campaign inside Amazon. So again, you're gonna be able to target different keywords on Amazon with pay-per-click. So you can pay money to Amazon to show you in the top of search of page number 1 for a given keyword. For example, you can pay Amazon to be on top for a keyword that is Bluetooth speaker waterproof for punk rockers. For example, that's a lot, probably there's no such keywords, but for example. And then what's gonna happen when people search for this keyword and you will appear on top of the page, or maybe not on top of the page, maybe on the lower side. There's so much to it, like, but the idea is you appear not organically, you pay to appear. All right, because organically, that means if you are for a keyword like Bluetooth speaker, you are on position number 5 on page number 1. All right, that's your organic position. But with PPC, you can get to position number 1 on top of the page. But once people click, you will pay money. If they buy, then you probably make money. It depends. But maybe you had 10 clicks when only one person bought, right? But you've invested into these clicks $20 and your profit from one sale was $10. So you lost $10 on this. But you got a sale. Right? You might get a review from that. And there's a lot to say about PPC, right? That's why there's a whole module for it. So introduction, just to explain to you more briefly than I did probably. Lesson number 2, 3 types of PPC campaigns. Now I gotta tell you that in my business on Amazon, I don't do PPC. Like, what, you're preaching PPC? And, no, but my partner does. They have a partner who does it very well. And yeah, he does the PPC. I just don't do it. He took this role on him. By the way, if you have partners, you can kind of do different things. You don't need to do everything together. If with time, perhaps, you will understand what's better for each of you, and maybe if you know each other for a while, maybe you have previous business experience, you'll understand if you're more analytical, maybe you're more creative, depends. So 3 types of PPC campaigns, what are they? He's gonna explain to you. Then how to find the keywords for the campaigns, like how do you know which keywords to use? How do you know if Bluetooth speaker is a keyword to use, or maybe Bluetooth speaker for punk rockers, as I mentioned, or something like that. So how to do the keyword research. He's gonna show it to you in a step-by-step manner here through Jungle Scout itself and through his own ways. Next one is sponsored product ads, manual, automatic. So you have like manual way to have ads or automatic. Automatic is where like Amazon does most of the work for you. Manual is where you do most of the work. Now you can also play and optimize the automatic campaigns, and you can optimize the manual, obviously. So it's gonna explain to you what are these, like, and how to work with them. Then setting up your first automatic campaign, he's gonna show you step by step, right? Inside Seller Central PPC section, how to do it, right? So, you know, in a step-by-step manner, you see click here, then there. That's very nice because for beginners, luckily I didn't have to go through that stage. My partner did all of this, but it's like, it's a bit hard. Like, do I choose fixed bids or dynamic bids? Or maybe dynamic bids down only or up and down? He's gonna explain to you, what does this mean? That's very nice when you're getting a step-by-step course, right? If you agree with me, I guess you agree. If not, then that's fine, right? But then setting up your first manual campaign, right? So you're gonna show you how to set up the manual campaign, how to set up the automatic ones, how to optimize them, right? So you're gonna get feedback from Amazon. For example, you've set up a campaign automatic for your Bluetooth speaker that's running for a week. You're gonna get some results from it, right? You're gonna get sales, you're gonna get clicks, you're gonna get bad keywords, good keywords, how to optimize it, how to improve it, how to remove the bad keywords, how to concentrate on the good keywords that I explain here. Next one is how to optimize your manual campaigns. So automatic is more like when you do, again, let Amazon do the job for you, and manual is when you choose which keywords, where, so you still have to optimize it, right? So we're gonna show it to you. Lesson number 9, creating and optimizing sponsored brands and sponsored display ads. I'm gonna explain to you what that means. So on Amazon, there's also different ways to show up your product in ads. So for example, here, you see that's an ad over these ads. All this is sponsored, 1, 2, 3, you see 1, 2, 3. But here is another ad. He's gonna explain to you how to set up these ads. These ads are nice because you can add like a logo here, right? Choose which products are present here. So that's up here. Sponsored brands and sponsored display ads, right? He's gonna show to you again how to do that, how to set them up, right? And then PPC advertising wrap up, lesson number 10. Wrap it up. Lesson number 10, again, a coaching session with questions, right? So people are gonna be like, well, maybe you're like, dude, I don't even understood from what you're saying. What the heck is an automated campaign? Well, go through that video, then you understand, right? And that's, by the way, you're like, wait, who's that dude? Who's that with the hair? Well, that's partner of Greg, Rolando. And he's gonna also explain to you few things. So is there any reason to track PPC changes that we make week to week? That's a good question. So is there, Rolando?
Optimize your overall campaigns, then the goal is to bring that ACoS down.
Right, that's actually we're going to bring the ACoS down. So as I mentioned, sometimes Greg is going to be alone, sometimes it's going to be Lenny or Rolando. Actually, I'm not sure if Lenny is present on these. I think he was. I can't remember right, or maybe just on the because I didn't watch all of them honestly. But so we were on the last one. So here we have the guys with the live PPC session. Check it out, and they're going to answer all the questions. What is a super URL? That's connected to product launches, I would say. And yeah, so let's go to the next session, which is scaling your business. So there's the first one is ongoing management. So for example, once you have like your business running up, right? And I get this question a lot, like, what do you do every day, man? You're selling on Amazon for years. Well, sometimes I would start my day from checking my listings on Amazon. If any new reviews came in, if my listings are suppressed or not, if everything is fine. You can ask for a VA, virtual assistant, to help you with that, but I'm just saying that that's one of the options, right? So that's ongoing management. Like, what do you do when you already have the product? What do you need to look at? As I mentioned before, like I every day look at the reviews we got. I check out if the listing is live or not. There's not too much to do once it's all automated, honestly. You'd rather be working on new products, but in the beginning, it's gonna be really fun. Like every day I'll be excited for each new review. Hey, we reached 10 reviews. I'm still excited for that, bro. Like, or sis, like seriously, I really love doing stuff like, yeah. Then Amazon, like lesson number 2, Amazon health account, Amazon account health. It's like, you're gonna have your account, you're gonna get feedback from customers. You're gonna have like defects. Maybe you send a portion and maybe products to Amazon, a portion of them were defected. You're gonna have a defect rate. On-time shipping. Well, on-time shipping, if it's usually 100% if you use FBA, but a lot of stuff that's connected to your account health. If you did some manipulations and they caught you, right? So you need to kind of check it out, not to get in trouble, right? And how you can understand that by having good account health, right? So for example, as you can see here, CX health breakdown. One listing is very poor, right? Something is not good for listing. Voice of the customer. Voice of the customer is like a way for customers to give feedback on your listing, not only a review, right? Inside Amazon, there's like an internal system for checking out the performance of you as a seller. Inventory performance index, right? That's like how you're doing with your inventory, how good you are with your inventory management, right? That's something interesting. And yeah, so that's scaling your business. I just checking out like listing creation, shipping. I'm just hoping I didn't miss a module. That's gonna be really bad because that's a long video for you. But like, let's go back. So Amazon account health, you wanna be healthy on Amazon and in life, stay healthy, have a long life. But Amazon account health, again, we wanna have a healthy account with no violations, just clean account, and he's gonna explain to you what to look at and what not to look at. Next one, understanding cash flow. Very important for Amazon FBA private label sellers. And not only, what is cash flow? For example, you're ordering some products, right, for yourself, these Bluetooth speakers, and you freeze your money once you're buying them, right? You invest maybe $10,000 in buying, like, for example, 1,000 of these, for example, and once you do that, you're paying your supplier, right? So you paid your supplier, the product is fully paid for example, it's on the way to Amazon, or maybe you have paid when it reached Amazon, but each time you pay, you freeze money. Right? Your goal is to get money back to your pocket, to your business even, like essentially to your pocket, and then you can distribute it wherever you want. But cash flow is like, you gotta understand cash flow, you gotta understand this process, like, because you're gonna be playing with money, you're gonna be investing in a product, selling it, Amazon's gonna pay you back, and the faster, generally, you're gonna get money back into your account, the better. Now, let me give you a few quotes. I have them on the wall here. To make money by increasing net profit while simultaneously increasing cash flow. There's throughput, the rate at which the system generates money through sales, right? That's one of the parameters. The second one is inventory. Inventory is all the money that the system has invested in purchasing things which it intends to sell. Operational expense, all the money the system spends in order to return inventory into throughput. Right, so that's like main things, right? So we make money by increasing net profit while simultaneously increasing cash flow. We need to have always more and more money in our pockets and in the business. And we do that by having better profits, maybe increasing prices as well, if that makes sense, or actually bringing inventory faster to sales. Maybe For example, you find a manufacturer that creates the product in 15 days and the other one is in 30. If you take the one that does the same product and even better in 15 days, you're gonna bring money faster into the system. Very important. So cash flow. Inventory management, lesson number 5. Kind of connected to cash flow. You don't want to have overstock. Like when you have like thousands of products laying in the warehouse, you're just paying for them and they're not selling. All right, how to avoid it, how to play with inventory better. There's a tool inside Jungle Scout that helps you with that, with inventory management. So that's something to invest a lot of time in reading. I would recommend you the book that's called The Goal by Eliyahu Goldratt. And these things that I read from the wall are from these books that really help me with my, with my cash flow on Amazon and general understanding of the business of products, right? Next one is selling the business. You want to sell the business eventually, maybe, or probably you will. How to do it, what does it take, what mindset, where to sell, who buys, you're going to see it here, because I think one of the good things with the Amazon business is to actually sell it eventually. How to do it, how to think about it. Building a team. Look, eventually it's hard to do it alone or even with a partner. You want to grow, you need help. Right? You need help with software, using software to run processes automatically, but also of people that can help you. And he's going to think about which tasks to outsource. For example, PPC is a task that you can outsource, right? But product research, he mentions that it's not the easiest task to outsource. Greg mentions, right? Again, that's module number 1. So scaling your business, how you can take your business from $10,000 a month in revenue to 50. That's a big step, but from 50 to 100 is another big step. How do you take? What kind of mindset? What kind of things you have to do in order to reach there? Right. Next one is advanced seller strategy. So for those who are a bit more advanced, and even for beginners that need to know them, is like advanced. For example, lesson number 1, split testing. You can take a main image versus another main image and check out which one works better. Maybe this one is actually better. Maybe I have these two fast, but this one would have like a ring. If I'm selling, that doesn't make sense. I'm starting to talk weird things, but we have 2 Bluetooth speakers. One has a box. Yours has a box. Maybe you should use the main picture with the box. Or maybe not, maybe just a Bluetooth speaker would work much better. Or maybe you should show the box if you have a beautiful box. Maybe you have a premium box and all the competition has like non-premium boxes. That's going back to packaging. But like split testing it. Split testing A+ content is split testing that part of the listing where you have additional pictures. You can split test that on Amazon these days. Just like he's gonna show you how to do that. So you can one day have these kind of pictures, the second day these kind of pictures, and see if it changes your conversion rate, if you get more sales or less sales. Then expanding your business. Talking about how to expand your business, what to look at, how to expand your line of products, expanding outside of Amazon, maybe going to other marketplaces. So for example, expanding your business inside Amazon itself. Maybe you go to, I did this year. We went from Amazon US to Amazon Canada. All right, and in Canada, just quickly, I want to show you, like we never sold in Canada, but this year on Canada, all right, let's see what we did in sales, and I'm going to show it to you year to date. Look at that, we did 62, I'm not sure if we can see that, there it is, right? So we have $62,000 in sales. We never sold here. We moved our product from United States to Canada and all the reviews migrate. So you can take your product to other marketplaces and make money. Like I did it too late. On my 5th year of selling it, should have moved there back a long time ago. So that's expanding your business. Next one is expanding outside of Amazon. That means maybe you can create a Shopify website. Maybe you can move your product to Etsy, or maybe you'll move it to Walmart or go to retail stores. I never done that, by the way, but just examples, right? He's gonna talk about this. Lesson 5, social media for your brand. So social media for your brand, like having a Facebook page that is active or a Facebook group that is active, that has like fans of your product or type of your product or your niche. Maybe if it's barbecue lovers, you're gonna have a group with a lot of value, with funny videos, with a lot of valuable posts, and from time to time you're gonna sell your products there. And final thoughts on the coaching, on the course from Greg, right? And then the live coaching session, the last one. Then we have bonus product research hacks, right? So we have 5 hacks. I really like number 1. It's a special way to think of. I don't want to reveal it to you because it won't be fair, I think, but it has to do with the sizes of your product, right? But 5 special research hacks. Again, if you're interested in this, if you're like, well, that's pretty cool. Maybe if you're seeing it, it's a long video, but we have all the bonuses down here for you. I can provide you with the bonuses for Freedom Builder. Product research hacks, very important because there are different ways to search for products, and then bonus live coaching sessions. So each week there's a bonus live coaching session. Let me show you. That's number 1, for example. So essentially, yeah, like each week, either Greg or Rolando or other guys from maybe Lenny. I don't remember if Lenny was present in any of them. Honestly, I always say Lenny, but let's see, like just randomly number 9. Let's see who's present here, right? That's the live coaching session that happens each week. That's Greg. Yeah, that's Greg here. And you can ask any question you want. And Greg usually charges $3,000 for an hour of his time. Really, that's a lot of money, right? But here you can have him if you're invested in the course, right? And he can answer your question. And here they are the guys, right? Rolando, as I mentioned, on left. I'm not sure who that is on the right. Maybe other reps from Jungle Scout. Also, there's a Facebook group that you get access to, and you have people from Jungle Scout helping you with your questions there, as well as other people from the course, like that are students in the course. And essentially, then you have the last cheat sheet here. Just if you want to do like a little survey to help them understand better who you are and how you have the experience with the course. And down in the description, again, you're gonna have the webinar to see more info about this, about Amazon generally, about the opportunity of Amazon, mistakes not to do on Amazon by Greg Mercer, 8-figure seller, creator of the Freedom Builder Bootcamp and Jungle Scout. Of course, all my bonuses are also down in the description for you, with the links that I can provide you with down in the description for Freedom Builder Bootcamp, as well as another kind of bundle that you can see what's better for you. I think this one is actually a bit better because there is like this cool bonus Amazon listing feedback. So once you're gonna have your product, this is usually $700 to get it with the investment. Professionals from Jungle Scout will check your listing and say, hey, that's not a good listing, or that's pretty good, or you can improve it here. You get a free session for this. Like, again, it's not free, it's valued at $700 almost, but you get it with your investment, right? Perfect. And I hope you've enjoyed this video. Like it if you did, dislike it if you didn't. And up here on the screen, you are gonna have the first part of the video series where I kind of talked more broad about this one. This is a very long one, just step by step for you. I wish you a great day. Go check out this one, and the webinar is gonna be here to check it out. See you. I hope you've enjoyed it. Bye. Have a great life. Bye bye. Enjoy Jungle Scout's Freedom Builder and invest it if it's something that helps you, if you would like, and if not, it's still completely fine. But I believe that they will be able to help you out. Adios. Bye bye. Thank you.